Yes.
Also at the youth center, we've tried to target that age group, the 15 to 18, 19. And so we've started a night basketball, and
Every
the
night?
kids show up every night.
Where?
Except for Friday. No, at the gym in the school.
Right.
And we've had these people come in, and you know, they're not teams. They just come in and they play against each other. And I could tell you that from my observation in the first weeks, that friction was very, you know, and now you feel that they're more lenient and accepting to each other. They know each other, but there's also kids that they don't know, and
So it's off-island and Islanders that are coming to
Yeah.
basketball?
And then on Saturdays, well, first of all, God bless you, the youth program, the young adult program that would take place on Friday and Saturday nights between 9 and midnight has really kind of fallen off to where we only get a couple of kids coming in.
Really?
So what we've tried to do is expand this Saturday afternoon, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. That's what I used to play basketball. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and maybe expand those hours because we get a good crowd over at the sports park for that group. And it's not only basketball. It's you know, there are some other things offered. There's ping pong.
Right.
You know, there's a lot to do.
It has to be advertised more, I think, because I originally put in that recreation program was developed as Public Safety Committee way back when, because we thought it was going to keep the kids off of the streets. It gave them something to do, and then, you know, it was put out
Especially
there.
in wintertime, like
Yeah.
you said, the wintertime they're indoors because they don't have nowhere to hang out. If
But
they knew where to go, they probably.
It had expanded services. It also had, you know, there's computers there's Netflix, there's movies, there was the ping pong tables. Most people just went to the basketball and all they had was 2 coaches instead of having somebody that could sort of really bring them to the other areas. You want to see a movie, sort of explaining services. So again, once this other thing, if it can all be worked together, it's a great space and a great opportunity for them.
And Adib with the and Charlie and Andre and
Kim.
Jesse and Kim, they feel that's a much more offers much more variety, that program, and that's during the week. So, but I think you're right. You know, we were talking about this, the 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. program today, and some of the people in the room weren't even aware that there was such a program. So obviously you're right, it does need more advertising. And you know, if it's not going to work between 6 p.m. and between 9 p.m. and 12 o'clock, midnight on Friday and Saturdays, you know, I offered the suggestion to extend the afternoon session maybe 2 to 7. So, you know, that's...
Well, why is it just volunteer though? Why isn't it like a paid position? And because they actually supervising kids.
No, that's a paid.
That's a paid position.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a paid.
Okay, so because these are people that are supervising.
Yes, no,
That's. You know, we need to.
Those positions are paid, but when,
Yes.
So these are
with
trained
regards to,
people
right,
and.
with regards to the fulfillment program, that's all volunteers right now for now. Yeah.
So, you know, you know, that is a big challenge for us with those younger guys and gals.
So now the young adults are not a problem, but the ones that are just coming up seem to be testing the waters.
Yes, yes, and that's why it's fortuitous that we have these, we're involved in these athletic programs. I know that's not the end all, but it's like, I think he described it perfectly. It opens up the lines of communication.
I think that's great. I think that's something that the Public Safety Committee had wanted before, and we had always spoken about the fact that there needed to be respect from both sides in order to have a relationship which would work, just as you noticed with the young adults. You have now gotten the respect that they move when you ask them to move. It's
Yeah.
not a taunting game, so you give respect, you get respect from the community, and I think that that's,
Yeah.
shows progress.
And, you know, in the soccer program, you know, it's not just about playing soccer. There are certain values, core values that are brought to us as coaches and that Adib brings to the table. You know, and it starts with the respect of the coach, respect of the referees, respect of the other players. You know, and I don't know that, you know, I don't know that the focus was like that years ago. But, you know, if not, this is a good start, and we're going to continue, you know, we'll continue supporting it. There was an all-star game where if you didn't show up, you didn't wear your uniform, you didn't come to practice, and you were disrespectful to a coach, or...
What?
No, I just was the picture.
I like that.
Okay. I can make you a copy.
Okay.
So,
I'll look for the better copy.
Okay.
To that, you know, I think we need to work closer with each other, I think, instead of, all right, now it's soccer season, let's do something. I think it would be good to have periodic meetings with you guys and with us and talk about it. Like Jack said, it wasn't just soccer. You had to come to practice. You have to be respectful. You have to clean after yourself, which, you know, in the beginning was not happening. And they were disrespecting the coaches and nearly actually, you know, standing in the face of a coach. And then at the end, you know, when we were giving them some things, we were giving them an all-star game. We are planning to give them more than that. You know, you get Nike to come and donate some balls and shoes and things like that. And to be an incentive, instead of being punitive, to be an incentive. If you're good, this is what you get. Right? And so I think it worked, and we need to develop it a little bit more.
absolutely. I think we're off to a good start. One of the other things that we were talking about in that brief public safety committee meeting that we had a couple of months ago was, you know, I don't know exactly where the idea came from, but I thought it was a good one. You know, we were talking about the new offices that we have, and they're doing very well.
We were hoping maybe January.
Yes, I said to Rick, I'd call him the next day or two and arrange for a meeting so we can take it off the ground. And it'll be after the first of the year. And the idea is to do profiles of the new offices and maybe some, you know, some of the tenured offices, and have Rick on his end with the blog post some of these biographies and profiles, if you will, and the wire as well. So, you know, we're ready to help kick that off.
Okay, so we